Good morning to anyone who's out there. So, I've been kind of going over my head this vlogging thing. And I like it, but I think what I may do is one vlog ride a week and like one highlight ride a week. So I'll still record every single one of my rides, but I'll just do maybe one, maybe two at the most, where I talk about stuff. And then I'll do one at the end of the week where I show highlights of things. Most of the highlights you're going to see are not confrontations because I rarely have a confrontation. Oh, you got plenty of room, dude. But I'll do things that I see, that I happen upon. You never know what'll happen. Last week I did one for the whole week. It was 12 minutes long. And about 4 or 5 of those minutes was a really fun descent and a fun little bike path that I like to take. But there were a few people, like a bus that tried to fit in the bike lane to turn. You could barely fit. That was pretty funny. And there was an accident. I didn't see the actual accident, just the aftermath. You could tell somebody ran a red light. Pretty bad. Stuff like that. See how it goes. At least that way I won't have to worry about taking up an hour of your time every single day. This way I can just do, I don't know, 45 minutes a week. For you. For me, I'm still going to take an hour. That's okay. It's all in good fun. Does anyone have thoughts about that plan? I know there's probably only like 2 of you that actually watch these things. But I'm just curious. I don't even know if you can hear me very well because everything's so loud. We'll see. I think that'll be a little more delightful to watch. So maybe I'll do my vlogs on Mondays and the rest of the stuff on a Friday. Let's see what happens. I'll try to show cool stuff like cool cars and classic cars, whatever I can see. cool bikes, if I ever see any of those. Sometimes I do. Maybe interesting stuff that happens when I say hi to people. For the most part, people are cool, so I might include most of those, but every now and then I get people yelling at me or whatever when I say, hey, how's it going? Oh my goodness, go away! I said good evening to a girl on her bike one time and she yelled at me for scaring her because she didn't expect anyone there. That one time I called out on your left, going real slow too, to a lady that was standing along the right side of this path, just looking out, and she backed up into me and turned really fast, and couldn't see out of one side, so she turned into me because she didn't know where I was, and my handlebars caught onto her backpack and almost knocked her down. That was actually kind of scary. I thought she did it on purpose, but she didn't. And then one time I had this old lady walking on the side of the road. I say old, I mean like in her 80s. And as I passed her, she gave me the double deuce middle fingers. It was so funny. She was so angry. And I wasn't even close to her. I was really far away from her, but I looked at her, she looked at me, and boom, up went her middle fingers, and it was hilarious. I was like, man, that's an attitude. It was so funny. Buenos días. Whoa, there's beer bottles. Not good. So those are my ideas. And of course, if I wreck, I'm going to include those. Hopefully there's maybe less than one every 5 years. I'm hoping. So far, that's my record. I've had a lot of people ask me in the past, well, recently actually, if it's scary to ride. And I usually tell them no, because it's not. There are times when it's scarier than others, for sure. Go right. Uh-oh, there's construction. So yeah, this will be a little scary up here. And you'll see why. Personally, I would love it if there was a bike-only trail that was completely segregated from everything that took me straight to my work. That would be absolutely awesome. But there isn't. And I doubt there ever will be. It's too expensive and there's not enough people that ride. So no matter what, I'm going to have to contend with traffic. And yeah, it's scary because you never know who's behind the wheel. But at the same time, if you do it the right way, it's not that bad. Of course, the fact that I can pretty much keep up with most of the traffic on my routes for a shorter period of time, it allows me to make some decent maneuvers. Like taking a lane through that construction zone, things like that. Granted, I'm technically allowed to no matter what speed I'm going, but it helps ease the frustration of some aggressive drivers if I'm doing 35 miles an hour. That makes it not as bad for them, and then they won't take it out on me. I've told people I've had very few incidents. It's true. What I mean by incidents is displays of aggression, close passes, honking, yelling and screaming. I've rarely had anything like that. On your left. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to get smiles out of people. That's always fun. Avoid that water because it's slick. So yeah, when I say I've only had a few incidents, I mean things where people were obviously aggressive and driving dangerously rather than just driving obliviously. As much as obliviousness is dangerous and ignorance can be dangerous, it's a lot more innocent than blatant disregard. And in defensive driving and defensive riding, you watch out for ignorance and you learn to read the signals. You try to watch out for aggression, but aggression follows. So if somebody is being aggressive, they will do everything they can to be aggressive and get at you. And I've only had 3 of those incidents. Maybe 4. Nah, 3. The rest of them have been innocent ignorance and just people don't know. And I've said a few times that I've been hit many times. It's been clipped. But it hasn't been by aggression, it's been by ignorance. By not knowing that I'm there. they know I'm there and they take it out on me. So you watch for signs, like that lady getting in the car, kind of slow down, be cautious because the car might take off. Take the lane so that they can see you in their mirror. Good morning. Things like that to help avoid the ignorance. Sometimes for ignorance you gotta watch out for them. You gotta do the driving for them. With aggression you just gotta look out. But like I've said many times, I've experienced more aggression towards driving my company vehicle than I have while riding a bike in the same amount of time, probably 10 times as much. Kind of cool looking up the Commute. Looks like a sleeper. Behind me, so I'm not going to move over. There's the PT Cruiser. Maybe I'll do a PT Cruiser sighting video. I'm sure a lot of them that I see are the same ones, but it'll still be fun to do. Here I am just rambling on. Bricks. I don't know why, but looking at that playground reminded me of a trip I took to Dallas, Texas. It was when my oldest daughter was about 4, and my younger daughter was about a year to a year and a half old. And we went to go see my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. They were living in Dallas, and the sister-in-law was working there. We just went over there for a week for a trip. But the reason the playground reminded me of it was because we went to this place called Taco Bueno. It's like their version of Taco Bell, but a lot better. Made Taco Bell look really sad. Taco Bell's good. It's American food, it's not Mexican food. This was pretty Americanized too, but it was a lot better. I really enjoyed it. What we did was we went and got a bunch of tacos, and then we went to a park to eat them, and so that the kids could play. And while we were there, they had this really cool playground. It was like part wood, part metal. Kind of like your regular big toy playground. And it had stairs in some places and handicap ramps in some places. So I was able to take my youngest daughter up the ramps on her stroller. She had so much fun. This light takes forever. Here we go. I think the wind is blowing in such a way that I might just go down to Fremont, take that way. There's another part where I'm going to have to take the lane. Another PT Cruiser. So anyway, I thought it was a pretty cool park. The ramps were obviously designed for wheelchairs, but just basically didn't stop wheelchair kids from having fun in the playground. It's cool. Morning. We'll go straight. Wow, that tire, both those tires are really flat. Three of them. Back wheel is so messed up. I think I need to move it again. stinky. Right as I put my foot down. If I was riding clipless only pedals, it'd probably be a lot easier to get my shoes into. But because I'm riding combo pedals, they're top heavy. Most of the time when I'm trying to get into them, they flip over. Oh, there we go. We have a dead stoplight. Truck wants to get over. He doesn't need to take that wide of a turn. This taxi's gonna try to sneak up there, watch. Maybe not. It'd be funny if he did. Corner. That's why I yelled corner right there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.